I thank God every day. I thank God every day for being able to pursue my passion, share it with y'all, and y'all get to experience this journey with me. So I thank y'all so much for being here to support me. And hopefully y'all be here for along the ride going into 2025 for year 8 of music. I know oftentimes at the end of each year, I often say year 5, year 6, year 7 is going to be different, due to inactivity and consistency. And I truly believe that even with year 7 being not inactive, but not as consistent as I want, that I'm kind of starting to come into my own. So I'm hoping year 8 will actually be different. Yeah, it wasn't different. So it's been a while. It's been a while since I've been on camera to address anyone who watches my videos directly. It's been a while since I've done my, yo, how's it going, everyone? It's your boy, Young Obed. It's been a while since I've really posted any music consistently. It's just been a while, period. And I apologize for that. But let's get into it together, all right? But before we do that, let me change the background right quick. All right, that should be a lot better, hopefully, a lot less distracting. So let's get into it. The last time you saw me directly address the camera like this was in the video you saw just a moment ago, where I was addressing year 7 and reflecting on year 7, which was the year of 2024, and really being optimistic about what to expect going into the year of 2025. We get to the year of 2025, and then there's what you hear now. Silence. There's silence, complete silence on my end. I was largely pretty inactive, but I did say a couple of times like, hey, I'm still working on music. Please expect something. And nothing came. Well, at least until, my EP came out. Year 8, looking forward, that was something that almost didn't come out because, to be frank with you, the whole year of 2025, most of it at least, I was considering quitting music. I almost just stopped cold turkey because I was not, I don't think, in the right headspace for it. And I had a lot of time this past year just to reflect on that, just to reflect on myself, who I want to be as a person, who I want to be as a man of God. While also doing that, I was considering cutting a lot of things out of my life. And one of those things being music. I thought maybe that was, the route I should take. There's a lot of unfulfillment for a little while doing music in these last few years of, outside of a few key projects that I was able to work on. I wasn't really feeling a lot of the fun and enjoyment, and the energy was very much sapped away from me, it felt like, last year. But it was coming into the next year, into 2026, this year, that I started to kind of gain my motivation back. And I think it was only because I was able to reflect and step away a little bit, use social media a lot less, and spend more time, just living life, spend more time devoted to God. And it's really helped me out. Of course, life is full of ups and downs, but that's kind of what I'm seeing with content creation in general. I'm by no means a big content creator. This definitely isn't full-time for me, and it's quite literally more of a hobby than it is a part-time even. But I still want to do it. I still want to bring emotions to people, through my music, as well as maybe helping them tap into some nostalgia, whenever I do covers of a song that they like, or whenever I make an original song that conveys certain emotions, that conveys my stories even. And I want to do all that to please the Lord ultimately. In everything I say and do, I want to make sure that's pleasing and worshiping to Him. And that kind of goes into how I felt coming into 2026. 2026, I felt a lot more optimistic when we hit the new year, but I wanted there to be a difference in how I say and do things. I realized probably since like year 4 or year 5, around that time, some of that was COVID time, lockdown time. But I realized around that time, I wasn't letting my yes be yes, my no be no. A lot of times I promised that I was going to do this. I promised I was going to do that. I think around year 3, I even said that I was going to do an original album of music, something that I haven't done since around my first year of making music. And that never came to be, I was still doing a couple of covers here and there, a lot of covers or remixes, however you want to label them, and a couple of collaborations here and there, but not really a lot of original music. My original music production kind of slowed down and came to a halt. And that's why ultimately it was kind of important whenever I posted the year 8 Looking Forward EP, I was able to realize that a lot of these songs are still pretty relevant to me in terms of what headspace I was in when I first made them versus coming up to 2025 at that point, where I was at that point. And the music, I think, will all tell a story ultimately, which is why I'm still wanting to at least post those songs. But most importantly, I want my yes to be yes and my no to be no. I don't want there to be any more or any less, right? So I'm hoping that this year, I'm hoping, this year will for sure be a year where I'll at least try, but I'm done making promises that I probably won't keep. I'm gonna try to hold myself to that the best that I can. And I'm going to just show you things as they come, you know? I figured that it's easier on myself and easier on anyone who's actually waiting on my music and more content if I just don't make any, false claims. Even if I don't intend to make false claims, I don't want to do that. So I apologize for that. And I'm hoping I can grow and you can watch the growth, I'm hoping that you get to see what I get to do with music this year. And I'm looking forward to sharing more with y'all. That being said, I do have a couple things down the pipeline that I'm gonna hold off on saying some things now, but I'm gonna make sure that I have all those things in place before I share them. But just be on the lookout for more original music. I will say that. I will be leading up. I think this year will be the year. 2026 will be the year of an original album release. And I'm very, very, very excited for that. I'm ready to get that out. So you'll start to see some uploads from me leading up to the eventual album release this year. And there's no promises on a release date yet, but just bear with me as I get more music out, as I get my feet up on the ground again and just start, getting the wheels turning. So it'll take some time, but we'll get there. Now, that's pretty much it. I don't really have much. I just wanted to step in and say hi and not really, overstay my welcome and also not overpromise. I just want to make sure that, I'm still here. I'm good, thank God. I'm still breathing. And I'm hoping to do more with music this year. And I'm hoping to spread the love of God the more I am able to do this. So thank y'all for watching. I know this was kind of a clear-cut, relatively short update, but it's, I think, the best thing that I needed at this moment and the best thing that I need to give to y'all at this moment. So we'll see what the future holds together. And for next time, when you see me, hopefully we'll have more music out. So, yeah, I think that's it, honestly. Yeah, this is Young Obed, signing out.